Hello, hello. We're going to be continuing on with this lovely lady who I haven't done any more since the last stream. So it's a good chance to try and get it done, I guess. I'm thinking of going for her with a pink and yellow theme for the her dress. We're going to go for a little bit of a lighter thing with her. So for that, I'm gonna get. What pink should we go for? There we go. I've got this lovely magenta here. Mix it in with a bit of white, and I'm wondering if we go with a kind of a pinkish purple or something like that, just to base it first and build up from there. So I might just throw down some of this amethyst and give it a go. I'll just try it and we'll see what happens. So let me just get me brush there. Just throw this down here. Just layer this down first. We'll try and build it up to a nice kind of palish pink, I think. There we go. Quite a nice purple, this. Quite like these Nocturna paints. They've got some really nice colours in them. Particular paint as well, I think takes a little bit of time to dry. So just get this. First, get the coverage on. Once we have that in place, we're going to leave it to dry for a bit as we then do some of the trimming, and we're going to prepare the trimming in yellow. And then maybe we can jump in and do some more of the skin and start adding some depth to this lovely character. Okay. I'm going to try and line this, get all of the yellow parts marked in as well. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do the fans. It's going to be something. Gotta be careful, this brush probably needs a good soapy clean. I may have to just give it a quick clean after this. I think it's starting to get some paint caught in the bristles in the ferrule. So we're going to try and make sure we clean it. Just going to rim the base there while I have the black on the palette. And that will have all these models' bases finished, and it's just this lady that needs to be painted, and we're going to be looking pretty good. Okay, let's just give the brush a good old clean. Grab our brush soap. So see some in the ferrule there, so I'm going to just try and leather this up a bit. Try and remove some of that from the ferrule. Get rid of some of that build up. You can see it is coming out. Yeah, I can see some clumps of paint in there that we want to get rid of. And then hopefully we can keep this brush's lifespan longer. These days I haven't been doing enough cleaning of my brushes, to be honest. It's very bad of me. Okay, let's give it a wash. And yeah, we're still able to get a very decent tip. That's the most important thing when painting. Right, I'm just gonna clean my fingers. There we go. Okay, let's come back to the model. And we'll get another brush, a finer brush, and we're going to start doing the yellows. And to do that, we're going to be doing a kind of a brownish yellow first, and then we're going to build up to the actual lighter yellows. So we can get a little bit of scrofulous brown. It's quite a nice Vallejo color. It's one of the new game color ones as well, which we can try out. See if it's any good. There you go. It's kind of like the bottles are made a little bit differently, so when you give them a squeeze, they really squirt out a fair bit. So get some of that scrofulous brown. And we're going to be just lining a lot of this here. Maybe let's go a bit darker with another shade. It's surprising actually, scrofulous brown has for a very yellow brown, it has pretty good coverage. So it acts as a pretty good base for other yellows to be built on as well. If I can get the edge of the dress that she's wearing, the kimono. Hello there, Sarah. How can I help you? For just a moment. No. Oh, you. There you go. What? That's my camera. Oh, that's the one I'm painting. Watch out. Watch out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Get out of here.
Bye.
Can you close the doors?
No.
Please. Cheeky. Oh, she's a pain. And she's like purposely left the door slightly ajar. So I'm gonna have to get up and deal with that, because otherwise the noise from the living room is going to be coming through. She's in one of those moods. Okay. There's a bit of mist on the purple. Okay, so a simple kind of coverage there. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. And then we'll just fix up a little bit of that purple that I missed. There we go. Okay, I can still see the purple's quite wet, so I'm going to leave that for a bit. What we can can do though, so while we've got the black here, let's just go over the whole blade, because that's going to be the initial coat. We're going to build back up to a white for the non-metallic metal. Right now I kind of organized my workspace a bit here, and I have kind of a lot of projects on the go at once at the moment, but I'm also kind of like finishing off a couple, so it's kind of like I'm in that kind of weird funky zone where it's like I've got some stuff to do to get finished, but I've also got these other projects that I'm starting, and that takes a little while to get the preparations going. But we shall see. So this one is the last model in the Japanese models that I'm doing for Shadow of Brimstone, and then I got 3 other Shadow of Brimstone models to paint, and then this will all be finished. I got my Torchlight Brigade now built. Still got to do some gap filling, make sure they look nice, and then I've also got my Malifaux as well. The Malifaux stuff has got some gap filling to do, so I'm gonna have to do like a big gap filling session on everything that I've got here, and then let's get into painting them. I've had an idea for the Malifaux bases of what I'd like to try to do for my Neverborn, and kind of like make it a bit nightmarish-y, kind of weird, because I've got the water texture stuff from Vallejo, which I haven't used yet, so I'm looking for an excuse to use those. So kind of creating like a weird pool at the base of each model might be kind of an interesting thing to try, especially as the Malifaux bases are already rimmed, so that kind of helps quite a bit. Right, do we go straight into trying to do the skin tones yet, or do we try and think about what color we're doing the fan? I'm wondering if I do the fan the same color as the yellow to match. I think that's what we might try. I think we're going to do that, at least for now. We might change our mind. Kind of pulled into the cracks a bit. It's gonna look a bit funky for a bit until we fix it up properly. I've also got this bloody Angron to paint as well. Not sure where I'm going to find the time to do that. There we go. Okay, at the moment she's not looking like much, but once we get a bit more of the detailing in, I think she's gonna start looking like something. So this purple is pretty much dry, so let's try and work on this dress, see if we can make it look like something. So throwing down some AK magenta and some AK white. There we go. First of all, I'm going to just try mixing a bit of this amethyst with the pink, or with the magenta. Get this very kind of pinky purple going. We can start marking out all of these areas here. Be pretty large areas, as you can see there. Hello there, Gambit. How's it going, my man? Hope you're doing well. I'm guessing still not getting much hobbying done at the moment. I've got too many hobby things on the go to keep up with them at the moment, it seems. But it's kind of nice to know that okay, I don't really need to get anything more. I'm pretty happy with what I got, and I got lots to do. So I'll just get around to doing it. Ah, the Inner Circle Dark Angels. Nice. They look pretty cool. I must say that painting Dark Angels is fun. It's making me wonder if I should put out my Raven Wing and try and finish painting that army. And then I remind myself of how much I got to do. But, yeah. I'll have to see. It was very nice of Corvus Belli as well to send me a bunch of their new minis. So I kind of got them to paint up as well. I'm quite excited to paint them up. They look like a lot of fun to paint. Got some of them all made up back here actually. It's like a good... There you go. How about you? One of the Hellblazers. This kind of model. I'm gonna have to obviously prime it and everything, but I think he'll be a fun one. I got 16 of these kind of this army's models to paint, so that will keep me busy. But I'm gonna do a fun red on them. And fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I know Dark Angels are good. It's kind of sworn enemies, almost like sworn allied enemies of the Space Wolves. Space Wolves have a lot of enemies, to be honest. They seem to piss off a lot of people. I'm listening to Betrayer at the moment, the Horus Heresy novel about Khan and Khan and the Word Bearers, along with the World Eaters. What's it? Yeah, again, and that one talks about how Angron and Russ had a big old fisticuff fight. Yeah, the Space Wolves seem to just piss off everybody. Or with 1,000 Suns as well. Yeah. You're going to be getting the lion. That's like a cool model to paint. Yeah. You just have like all these really badass Dark Angels, and that's your army. It's all the characters. Oh, we've got a commission. Lovely. What's the commission for? Nothing to put you back in your hobby stride than a commission. Sometimes. Sometimes it can kill your hobbying desires. Because there's a pressure now to actually get something done that you don't always want to get done. However, this commission is one I've been enjoying taking slowly and just enjoying in general. I'm going to be going to Osaka tomorrow. Oh, nice! So you got to paint that thing again. I'm not sure how I feel about painting the same model again. It's always a bit, kind of, I don't know, frustrating to some degree. But it's nice that, yeah, it's kind of it's a nice commission though, that it's, doing it for someone's daughter is, it's kind of nice. It's not just like an army or anything, it's an actual, very pleasant present. So I think that's motivating in itself. Oh yeah, have fun. Good old diaper duty. Sorry, I say diaper. I've been in Japan too long and using the American. As we have at work, we have a lot of children. We've got to change nappies and diapers for. So we all generally just call them diapers just for ease of understanding for everyone. Omutsu. There we go. Already we kind of got a nice tone coming out of that dress there, the kimono, but we're going to keep going up. We're going to go and move up to the pink this time. We'll see how that comes out. So we're doing the pure kind of magenta pink here. It's called magenta, but I kind of see it as just a very strong pink. Yeah, that's pretty vibrant. Now I'm going to try and further produce a blend of highlights here. We're still being fairly generous with this coat of paint. We'll see how it goes. Make for good jean stealer colours, I think. Or Slaanesh kind of colours as well. Bear that in mind for the future, perhaps. Sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Another large mold line that's appearing that I can see now. It's really frustrating. We can get this looking fairly nice. If we can get these blends looking pretty smooth, and I'm hoping this dress will be fairly vibrant. I'm just kind of working in this pink right now. Go, leaving some of that purple in there. Try and highlight a bit of the blend. And keep going with that. There we go. In there, across there, and there. Okay. I think that gets most of those areas. Now we just keep working it up. So next we're going to be building in some of the white into the pink. Nice light pink going. Don't know if that's too much, but I quite like it. This particular model is going to be quite striking, I think. Don't know if it's too much. It's kind of strong, but that could be worse. Me could be worse. we'll just keep going with it for now. It looks very harsh on the camera. I think it looks less so in person, but still, it's all right, I think. We'll keep going on the back here. Welcome back. Getting a lot of pink down at the moment. Not sure how I feel about it, but it's quite strong on the front. More subtle on the back, it seems. I watched a classic movie yesterday whilst I was doing some building of models. Ended up watching Time Bandits. That was fun. Never seen Time Bandits. Oh my. It's fun. I got a soft spot for Terry Gilliam movies and things, and how dark they can be for kids, the kids stuff he does. It's pretty good. The ending is incredibly, what's the word I want to say? It's not a happy ending, let's just say that. Even though it's like a kid's movie, following a kid throughout. Kid does not have a happy ending, really. which is somewhat shocking. But I like the fact that his movies don't always have these kind of, they're not always just neatly tied up at the end. It's less like, no, things are still a mess, because life is still a mess at this point. But it's a fun one. It's a good one. Alright, I'm gonna go really light now. Let's see how this affects it. These are really harsh contrasts we've got running on this now. The Imperial Purple is a lot darker than I expected. In its own way it makes it quite striking. Maybe too much so, but yeah, I've been kind of just going on my Amazon Prime and looking at like old movies, like what kind of old movies do I want to see while I paint or build models and things. Something where I can kind of just listen to it more. I don't have to always watch. So I ended up watching, or listening to mostly, 12 Angry Men, like the 1950s movie about the jury service. I keep saying, it sounds like I say jewelry, and it's not jury. And that was a really good movie. Very well acted as well at the time. Had is it the dad is Henry Fonda, I think? Had him in. But yeah, all of the actors in that were really solid. Some really kind of heated moments and things. It was cool. Couldn't believe it took me this long to actually get around to watching that movie. It's good. Again, on the camera it looks really odd, to be honest, but in person, I promise it looks alright. Doesn't look too harsh or anything like that. Okay, let's try and do some of the other parts of the model and see how it starts looking all together. Let's try and get some of this yellow done. So we're going to move up to this other yellow. Oh, my scruffiness brown is mixed in with the black. It's kind of annoying. It's one of the things, like this wet palette's quite nice, but I do find the paint tends to wander a little bit. So it kind of very easily ends up mixing with another paint on your palette, which is a little frustrating. Okay, that brightens up that area a bit. I wonder if I just turn down some of this, it might help a little bit. How's that? I don't know. Is that okay? I can kind of see it, I don't know. It's alright, I guess. It's alright. Okay, let's Hey there, social alien. How are you doing? Having a little bit of a quiet stream today. Luckily Gambit's been in to chat a wee bit in between nappy changes. Yeah, same here, to be honest. Couldn't get on Thursday to do a stream just because, yeah, just too busy. Been able to get any, in between being busy, have you been able to get any work done? Hello there, Salam, yes? How are you doing? Two-tone of yellows there going on, but we'll just take a bit of white, I'll take a bit of yellow, we'll make a very light yellow and see if we can just kind of line some stuff with this. Just catching some areas here, giving it a bit more contrast. It still perhaps doesn't go dark enough in places. It's kind of one issue here with the yellow that I got. Just edge highlighting the rivets. Hopefully that's working. I'm waiting for some glued parts. What are you gluing? Oh Jesus. That is a long hobby dry spell there. I understand. Oh, maybe it's time to just jump in and just do an easy model. Do one just to kind of give yourself a break. Oh, that's kind of cool. A dice box looking like a spell book. Awesome. Do you have pictures? You're more than welcome to post pictures in the chat. Oh, scale modeling again. Nice. Any particular thing you're looking to start off with? All right, I think it's time for us to tackle the skin. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it'll be lovely to see. I would love to see some photos of that. My dice trays are very, very boring. Hold on a second, sorry, I'm just loading up my Discord just to see. I haven't checked my Discord for a bit. Who is now on my Discord? Nothing special. Oh, cool. Oh, that'd be fun. Is there a particular brand you're doing? Is it like Tamiya or something like that? I'm awful at scale model stuff. Yeah. I mean, I should try and get into it because I mean it's cheap here because I'm in Japan, so all the Tamiya stuff is like all those models and things are dirt cheap, really. Oh, nice. Plus all the tools and everything is available quite easily here. The prices don't get affected by imports and things and the changing value of the yen compared to other countries and things. It doesn't affect it as much when it's actually made here. So it's kind of nice. Okay, we've got our 4 colours for the skin tones on the palette. We've already got the reddish brown one here, which is this skin tone here. I'm going to just touch up some areas first. There we go. There was a horrible line in this model and around the back. I've kind of covered it now, but it's still not. It's not perfect because it was a bit of a rough filler. I've got to really figure out a better way to fill the gaps in models. Oh, I've got a little bit of a face with the yellow, it looks like. There we go. Okay, that's got that bit done. Oh no, that's a shame. There's actually there is a shop in my hometown that I think still has a fairly decent supply of stuff. It's kind of like an art supply shop, and on the upstairs they got a lot of scale model things as well. Back in England, but otherwise, now I should show you a picture of Yodobashi camera in Osaka, so you can see just like in the scale model sections just how much stuff there is. I mean, the Gundam stuff is unbelievable with how much they've got. All of the kind of all of that kind of stuff. It's crazy. Oh, nice. Yeah, there'll be places, right? But yeah, I certainly don't see much of scale modelling going on in England as I think it used to be. I think when I was a kid, I think a lot of people used to be into scale modelling. I don't know really how much people do that anymore. It's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of like one of those things where you kind of have that community that does it, and it's not like Warhammer where you're gonna get together to actually play games with them. So it is a little bit more of a private hobby kind of thing. More tanks. Female skin is always much harder than well-defined musculature on a male. Nothing is quite as defined, so you've got to kind of smooth everything a bit more, and it's tricky. And you kind of want them to look somewhat beautiful at the end of it all, and if they don't, you feel you didn't do the model any justice. So this is always a bit that I'm not completely confident in, but we'll just keep going and battling on. Yeah, Bolt Actions looks like a pretty fun game actually. What's the other one? Flames of War, I think, is another one. But I'm going to be doing a playtest tomorrow of kind of a sci-fi epic scale game, which is, I think it's currently, they just finished their Kickstarter, I think, and my friend was like, "Oh, I got to play test it. You want to come over and try?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good." We're only going to be playing with like MDF bases representing the units and things, but it'll be fun to see if it's any good. It's called, I think, Epic. It's called Epic Wars, Epic Warfare or something like that, or just Epic War maybe. It's a Mantic game. I won't be picking it up, I don't think, unless I'm like completely blown away by the game. But right now, I'm not buying into any more things. I've got the Apex Legends board game to come. That'll do me fine. And then all my Infinity stuff. Right, let's get on to getting some of the highlights done a bit more. I'm going to go up to the medium flesh tone. It's very much, it's like a gel almost. It's really weird. Don't like the consistency, but I do like the colour. Again, a bit smoother with female skin in general. Not so harsh transitions, you want it a bit more blended. So the skin looks smooth. However, I'm probably screwing this up pretty badly. We'll see as we continue. Kind of hard with this fan in the way, I must say. I'll keep a fairly light skinned as well, so that she actually does appear a bit paler. Doesn't help that the surface of this skin is a bit rough, so it's not as smooth as I might want it to be. But there's these lines of these mold lines that were difficult to remove, which I couldn't remove very well at all. It's just poor work from me, to be honest. Poor prep work. There's also partly this particular range of minis. They're kind of like nice designs, but some of the quality of the actual miniatures is questionable. Designs are lovely though. Hello, me. How you doing, good Azal? You good, man? Thank you for posting some of your pictures of the knights and things that you're painting. They're looking lovely and colourful. Battling with this lovely lady here. Are you doing any more painting at the moment, or are you taking a bit of break? Alright, yeah, you got your... Oh yeah, you got all your books, haven't you? Fantastic. Yeah, I've got to go over the rules for this epic game that I'm going to be playing tomorrow. Oh, thank you very much. It's maybe a bit more vibrant than I was originally expecting, but it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying that. I'm trying to get the skin tones right now. Getting girly skin tones is always a bit of a tricky one. We'll get there. Ooh, nice. It's nice when the quality's good as well. Makes the weight worth it. Okay. Get a bit more in there. Yeah, maybe too much. Let's tone it back down if it's too much. I'm liking how I'm doing this. getting some of this a little bit off, if I'm to be honest. Oh, lovely. Good to get stuff done. Oh, I'm having a hell of a time, I think. Have to blend this back in properly. She's kind of got a mean face. With a scowl on her. Just gonna have to darken the lips again. See how it'll look once we get to the final highlight. See, like, the face is a bit wonky, but let's go with the highlight flesh. Too bad. It's giving it more definition, which is nice. More contrast in the face there. Now we can kind of get a bit more contrast to some of her musculature. She is a strong woman with a few kind of sinewed muscles here and there. Go and do her boobie. Yeah, I didn't get a lot done this week. I was putting together all of the Torchlight Brigade for Infinity. Finally put them all together. Got some gap filling to do, but otherwise they're looking pretty cool. I'm gonna look forward to actually painting them. They're gonna be fun. We've got to tile this in with a bit of a medium wash as well. Right, let's take some of our very lightest highlight. That one all mixed up. fingers. Eesh. Kind of muck that up a little bit. Doing a lot of muck ups today. Okay. Alright, let's go up to the very highest highlight. This one to go. Yeah, I bet. That sounds a little too busy. Yeah, I had a day where I just kind of collapsed and slept, and it was wonderful. Okay. What we've got to do is bring back a bit the medium. Just tie in some of these larger extremes of colour change. I'm kind of getting a sense of her now. She's got a bit of stuff going on there. Oh, hello there, Aspire. How's it going? Ooh, 12 hours. Nice. Yeah, sometimes your body just needs it. Bit of a glaze now, just to kind of clean up some of these transitional areas, smooth out her skin tones a bit more. How are you doing there, Aspire? You just slept 12 hours. Well, I've got the Torchlight Brigade set and put them all together. I've just got some what's it to do, gap filling, and then they'll be ready for some painting. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, I got that from a few people. I'm like, hey, I want that. It's a cool set. I must say, it's kind of fun. They look like they're going to be a lot of fun to paint. There we go. Should probably give her some eyebrows. Let me get this again nice and thin. It actually worked out. Doesn't look great on the camera, to be honest, again. But when I look at the model, it seems okay. It's one of those days where it's like the camera is just making everything look really crap. I hope it's not actually that crap. But yeah. Maybe it's just the way it is, I guess. Okay. May give the skin a bit of a rest for a minute, and we'll work on the rest of the model a little. Got to do the sword. That's going to be something we've got to do. The Scrofulous brown has kind of gotten into my black a little bit there, but should still be able to use a bit of that. Get some more white in there. See how that goes. The hair, the camera never lies, is a huge lie, isn't it? Yeah. Camera doesn't always get colours right. For a start. little bit lighter. Keep working this one up. Hopefully this will get it looking a bit like a sword eventually. I must say, for the O12 Torchlight Brigade, after seeing the army, them on army, I'm kind of like wanting to see what the Wave Riders are going to be like, because I think they're going to be a pretty important addition to the army, like a fairly common take, especially to make up for the lack of hacking elsewhere. These seem to be quite good hackers. And they also work within the fire teams as well, so I'm kind of like wanting to get those. If they come out and they look nice, I'll probably end up wanting to pick them up. The sword is not looking too bad for a quick NMM job. There we go. Yeah, it looks like a sword. We could build in a little bit of kind of a dull turquoise in some of the blends there to kind of give it a bit of a kind of a very clean metallic sheen. But it's kind of looking okay as it is. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Just need some more of that grey that we made. Nice. Congratulations, sir. Gotta get in with the white again. Okay. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. I'll go and check them out in a bit. Ain't they cute? Aren't they just the cutest? They're looking lovely though. Oh, I love the little boar. The free-hand boar on there is looking lovely. And the little castle on the other one as well. It's great. Yeah, I really like that boar on the shield. You're really cute. I can almost see all them. I can imagine them all with like little orange beards. Cute. So cute. They're great. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Where am I at? Alright, let's do the this whole thing on the back here. Alright, we're going to be doing that one with the greens. I'm going to need some more black on my palette because the black has been spoiled by the Scrofulous. Scrofulous brown. And we're going to want deep green. Yeah, it's going to look awesome. Hello there, Crow 5000. How's it going? Thank you very much. This is actually the last one I've got to do. This was my favourite though, I think. This one was probably my favourite that I did. She was just a lot of fun to paint. This kind of sorceress character. Is it staying in focus? Kinda, yeah. But yeah, she turned out pretty well, I think. And she blew a nice kind of centerpiece model. So yeah, she was pretty good. The rest are looking nice as well. I'm pretty happy. This one's the last one. We're kind of figuring her out a bit. Trying something a little different with the colours and stuff. But yeah, we're kind of getting there. It's quite intense in colour compared to a lot of the other models. She's kind of a bit in your face with the colour. So we're going to take some of this green. We're going to take a touch of the black. We're going to mix that in. Get a nice dark green. There we go. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed doing that scroll. That was fun. Had a little bit of tedium in it, but mostly a lot of fun. Over the very top of that in black. Sure, there's a bit of a hole. Do the same for the one on the front here. There we go. Okay, I start building up this colour a little bit, so we're going to build in a bit of white in there, get it a little bit lighter, grey-green, get in a bit more green just to bring it up a little bit, bring that green back a teensy bit. go. Right. Okay, let's bring in a teeny bit of white again. Get that a bit lighter. I'll keep going. Sorry, I'm just catching my brother online. Go. Yeah. Just forgot to get that side of it. Yeah, that's good. At least get some paint on them. You go and half-ass the day through. Sometimes you need those half-ass models just to kind of enjoy a bit of painting without worrying too much about the end result. Alright, let's get a touch more white, or just kind of edge highlight the last bits. We'll see how that goes. There we go. There we are. I think that's looking all right. Right, now we've actually got like a lot of the other areas of the model done. I'm liking how she's looking a lot more now. Okay, let's try and get the brown done for the straps and rope and things like that. And we'll see where we are from there. Cool. Get that rope done. And then that's going to be a good spot for me tonight. Right, I want me brown. Okay, let's just use the old leather brown from Billy Hall. And then that should be all good. And then, yeah, I've just caught my brother online. I don't get to speak to him a great deal, just time zones being what they are. So when he does have an available day where I'm available in the evening as well, we like to kind of get on and do a bit of Lethal Company together. A way to catch up and have some fun as well. So I'm gonna be just finishing up these parts of the model, and then I'm going to be jumping off to play a little bit of Lethal Company with me bro. And just have a bit of a giggle before I go to bed. Let's get this rope done. Okay, there we go. We can define these parts here, then that's a lot of the details as well, kind of in there. We still got to do a tattoo for her, and we've got to work on her hair and her headpiece as well. And that's going to look pretty good. Yes, I shall enjoy. It will be a good old giggle. It always is. I mean, we suck at the game, and we're only playing it just the two of us, which is nowhere near enough people in a game. So we fail the company quite a lot. We see the lethal side of the company quite a lot. But he's fun, that's for show. You enjoy reading through your Pathfinder books and half-assing your miniatures. There we go. All right, so there's that so far. I think we're at a good stage to stop for the time being. I'll take some photos of this tonight. I've kind of set myself up a kind of like a photo station behind me, so that I can more easily just start snapping photos of stuff with a setup, so I don't have to like redo my whole paint area and then kind of re-sort my paint area and everything else with a kind of photograph area, a photography area. I can just kind of snap photos of my work as I go, which is kind of nice. Anywho, that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you very, very much for joining, everybody. It was an absolute pleasure. And I think we got some good progress done on this lovely lady. I'm going to try and finish her up soon. Once she's finished, I've just got... that's all the Japanese characters done, which is going to be nice. And then maybe I'll get started on doing some of the Torchlight Brigade, perhaps. That'll be kind of good as well. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Take care, and see you next time. Bye-bye.